Just when we thought our lives were heading towards normalcy, we are all witnessing the raging second wave of coronavirus in the country. During the course of the lockdowns, we realized that it is very difficult to stay at home when the situation outside is not in our control. It is both mentally and physically exhausting and challenging for all of us. Children are not able to go to schools, students are studying online, people are working from home, we cannot visit our close ones or loved ones, we cannot meet our colleagues or work friends. Many of us became lonely and depressed as all we can do has been restricted to four walls of our homes. In the middle of all of this, many of us lost our loved ones, some tested positive for the virus, many sadly succumbed to it. All of this has undoubtedly taken a toll on our mental health. Experts have declared mental health as the second biggest and silent pandemic. Situation is so grim that the global economic costs related to mental health problems have increased to $1 trillion per year now. At a time when people are fighting a deadly virus, at least 30 to 60% COVID patients have their central nervous system affected due to the virus. Around 75 to 85% of people who are suffering from mental disorders have not been able to receive treatment in poor and developing countries due to the pandemic currently. The World Health Organization says that the pandemic has disrupted mental health services in as many as 93 countries in the world. The United Nations also launched a campaign to help youths rebuild their lives at a time when anxiety levels are rising alarmingly in the world due to COVID-19. 90% youths have reported increased mental anxiety during the pandemic. On an average, around 45% of adults said that since the beginning of the pandemic last year in 2020, their mental health and emotional well-being has worsened. This year, since January, this figure has increased to 51%. All over the world, around 1 billion people are suffering from mental health disorders, and experts say that depression will put more burden on nations than any other disease in the coming 10 years. Despite knowing this, countries are still spending less than 2% of their health budgets on mental health. Now let's talk about our own country. 15% of India's population is suffering from poor mental health. Suicide rates among Indian adults are the highest across the world. Can you imagine the cost of treatment for any kind of mental health disorders? Well, the total cost of treatment for depression and anxiety disorders is estimated to be $147 billion till 2030 in just around 36 countries. And despite all of this, if someone speaks about his or her mental health, the world takes and greets them with stigma, joke and ridicule. Words like mental hai ya pagal hai kya are way more common. So what do we do to fight this? To begin with, let's talk more about mental health. First step is to deal with any disease or issue is to talk about it and accept it. Accept it if you are stressed or have any anxiety. While COVID requires you to isolate yourself, anxiety and loneliness do not. If your anxiety and stress are getting to you, do not isolate yourself. Turn to people you love. You may not be able to see them considering the ongoing situation, but thanks to technology, they are only a phone call away. Talk about your problems and what you are feeling. Remember, you are not alone.